What's going on, man? We are live. Hello, everybody. Hey, look, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are live. This is Late Night Talk with Reverend Larry. And man, I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, I'm excited because we finally did it. We finally did it. We're doing something that we're doing something that has been on my heart and been on my mind to do. And um I can't even put into words how I feel right now. Um I don't know. I want to say thank you for encouraging me. Thank you for sticking by my side, and thank you just for being there. And we here. Late night talk with Reverend Larry. Of course, I am your host with the most, Reverend Larry, and I am just elated to be here with you. And we're going to dive into a few subject matters um, that's dear to my heart, and we're going to have fun. Look, I don't know what tonight's going to hold. I don't know um, I don't know what tonight is going to bring. I have some guests that's supposed to arrive, but they may not arrive. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, man, I'm excited because you know the wait is over. I've been trying to put this thing together for some years. I had a setback. Um, you know, I mean, I had a setback. I had a few things happen in life in real time that kind of hindered, um, what I wanted to do. But nevertheless, man, look, we here. And I'm just grateful to be in this position. I'm grateful to, I'm grateful to be a part of this movement, man. Back in the day, back in 2013, man, when we had our show, um, you know, we, you know, we, we, we were on Blog Talk Radio, and we were like really, really popping. So, um, I don't know what the future hold with this, but I'm excited to get it started, and this is the first night of that. So look, sit back and relax, and we're going to just dive into a few things tonight and get this thing popping, man. I want to say thank you to everybody that that stood by me. I want to say thank you to those who were really supportive um, in my journey. I want to say thank you for your prayers. I want to say thank you for, the the words of wisdom, the words of, um, just I'm just grateful. I'm elated. I'm grateful for having you in my life, and we just want to give a round of applause to you, those who prayed for me, those who stood by me, and you didn't doubt my character, you didn't doubt my position, and you didn't doubt the vision that was laid before me. And just thank you so much. But look, it's Monday, May 11th. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Yes, happy Mother's Day. We give applause to all the mothers out there, man. I'm so excited. But look, before I go any further, man, look, times have changed. When I was back in Blog Talk Radio, man, I didn't have an intro, I didn't have a theme song or none of that. But guess what? I got a theme song, y'all. Sit back and relax, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. I'm Reverend Larry. Goes down and the city lights glow. There's only one place that you need to go for the truth, for the heart, for the community. Turn it up loud. It's the place to be. Late night talk with Reverend Larry. Insight, inspiration, and the word on the street. Late night talk where the soul and the wisdom each 9 p.m. tonight. The mic is live. Late night talk with Reverend Larry. Hey, that's right, man. We here. Late night talk, Reverend Larry. I thank you again for being here. Tell all your friends, come on board. Tell them log in for a little minute. We're not gonna be long, but just tell them, come on board, man. Come on board and see what we got. See what we're gonna kick it off with. Because at the end of the day, this is our lunch. I did it specifically this way because, man, I just wanted to surprise everybody on the scene. I didn't really spread it out there. I don't. Not too many people know what I'm doing, or not too many people know what I've done, or even what I had up my sleeve. But nevertheless, we're here. And I want to let everybody know. Look, man, this will be rebroadcast on late night on Radio 17. If you don't know what Radio 17 is, a radio station that I launched some time ago, and we're doing very well with that. We have what close to um 6,100 viewers, listeners right now. So that's something that I'm super excited about. It's something I'm really stoked about. But this will be rebroadcast on Radio 17. So um man, look, sit back and relax. We got some things we want to talk about. But again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Um, you know, hey, a mother's love is a special love, and we're grateful to have you in our lives. Some of us don't have our mothers anymore on this earth, but we do have them in our hearts. So we definitely want to say to the mothers that are out there, Happy Mother's Day to you. All right, Happy Mother's Day to you. So what's up with Kevin Hart and Cat Williams? What I see out here, man, that Cat got his Kevin Hart had an olive branch, uh, reached out to Cat Williams and had his, spoke moments, had a moment where he was speaking to him and just saying, man, look, let's squash our beef, man. Let's come together and just make some jokes. And what can I say? I mean, I'm fans of both of them, and it's good that they've come together. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I don't know. I know there was a roast a while back, or a couple of days there, or a day ago. There was a roast, but salute to Kevin Hart, man, for just uh, extend that olive branch out there and whatnot, man. So a lot of people been asking, man, what have I been up to, man? I've been up to a lot, to be honest, man. I've always been an entrepreneur, and man, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that our case got dismissed. Unfortunately, we had to shut a lot of our businesses down, but nevertheless, man, Houston Red Storm is still peaking strong, and I'm grateful. And I'm excited about it. I got players on board that, salute to my players, man. Salute to my players. I'm excited about what they're doing. I'm excited about our future. We left the ABA and we're going into the NBL, and that's one of the biggest projects I'm working on now. We actually are negotiating space right now for our basketball games, our own home. What's up with that? I give a applause for that, man. We're grateful to be in this position to have our own home, and that's one of the major things I've been up to. But like I said, I have a radio station, Radio 17. Y'all check out the website, man. It's beautiful music. I produced and wrote 98% of the songs on that radio station. It's radiosoul.com. I'm sorry, radiosoul17.com. And man, I'm excited. Hey, big props to everybody giving us love out there. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm not shy by a long shot, but I will say this, that I'm excited about the plan that's in my hands and some of the plans that we have, that we're working on right now. So huge shout out to everybody again that supported us, and just grateful. Question: what are your relationship goals? Wait. Before I even go there, God, thank you. Justice has been served. A good friend of mine, a good friend and brother who was gunned down some years ago. Antonio Jones, man, Bird, good friend of mine, man. We went to alma mater Eisenhower High School. A community man, had the community involved in what he did. Got gunned down a few years ago, but justice has been served. Mark Joshua Hall has been found guilty. That's right. Mark Johnson Mark Joshua Hall has been found guilty, and we're just grateful, man. Uh, justice has been served. But um, what are your relationships goals? I got I got look, I got that question from someone that I saw, and she gave an interesting twist of her life, where her good friend, she was with this guy, and her good friend told her to leave him alone. Now, in her words, I'm not gonna say what she said, but forget dude. Basically, that's what her friend said. Forget dude. Um, and 6 days later, they got him married, just like that. Now some say, man, that's a little she moved a little bit too hasty. But man, look, she's 37 years old. You only live once. If she feel comfortable with dude, and they've been good friends. Her family knows him. Out of respect, he asked her father for her hand in marriage. He did it the right way. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Salute to love. But what are your relationship goals? Are if you're still single, what are you have a mate? What are you aiming to do? What are you aiming to be in your relationship? you know put something in the comment section. Let me know what are your goals for relationship, man. It's a lot of people talking about relationship advice, man. One thing about me is this. I'm a person I'm a person that believes in looking at your fruit. I'm sorry. There's not too much relationship advice that I can get from somebody and they've never been married. I'm sorry. That's just me. I can't really um I can't follow somebody and your fruit raggedy. You gotta provide some fruit. I'm sorry. That's just the way. That's just how I'm built. I want to know what kind of fruit you have. So I don't believe in listening to people advice, and they haven't been in a relationship, or they're not in a relationship, or they're not even in a healthy relationship. I'm not gonna call any names out there. I can call a roll on a few, but I'm cognizant of who I listen to. I don't listen to just anybody. I've been on my man. Look, I've been my own boss since 2000. It has not been easy, but I, hey, in some ways I'm successful, in some I'm not. But there's only a few people that I'll listen to as an entrepreneur. But the first thing I'm looking at is success. So look, I'm not here to tell you what to do. But this woman found love just on a whim, and she's happy. You know, dude treats her with respect. Dude asked her dad for her hand in marriage. Within 6 days of telling her to leave dude alone, they get married. Me personally, I don't see anything wrong with it as long as they understood what love is, and as long as they love one another and they just not doing it just to be doing it. But what are your relationship goals, man? Where are you gonna go from here with whoever's in your life? Just be mindful who we are listening to, people. Again, I love black love. I love seeing relationships. And somebody asked me a question, man, why you gotta label it black love? Because, man, the government went out of its way to break up our black homes. Y'all know this. In the early 70s, they made it their business to break up black families. Yes. So if they're going to go out of their way to try to break up black families, I am going to push and promote black love. And there's nothing toxic about black love. And that's why I salute the woman. Now, look, did they go to counseling? I don't know. I always tell people, man, y'all go to counseling, go to premarital counseling. You know, if there's an issue in communication, go to marital counseling. I don't know. But here's my thing, listen to somebody who's been there. Stop listening to people. Stop listening to people who have them who don't have good fruit. I was sitting there listening to somebody about 2 months ago, and I'm sitting here watching them just mumble all these isms, all these talking points. And when I go and look up to see if that person is in a relationship, they're not. You know, they're not. So I look when I get advice from people, I look to see what fruit they bear. I mean, that's just wisdom, you know? But this is an era where the podcasters have, they've put their own spin on things and they have their own advice on this and their own advice on that. I got some staff members at our game. They're about to get married. The best advice I told him is to make sure you do not go to bed upset with one another. Right. That's one thing that got me, that got me through on a whole bunch of nights where I was upset. But I made sure before I closed my eyes, whether it was my bad or, I felt she needed to go and get some off her chest like an apology or something, but we talked it out before we went to bed, because when you go to bed upset, when you go to bed with that anger, that can linger a few days, and then you telling your business to somebody and y'all done made up. That person don't. I mean, it's a lot of things that can happen. So my advice to them was something that was good for me, right? That was something that was successful for me, which is, look, don't go to bed mad at one another. Hash that out before you go to bed. But the reason I was able to give that advice was because that's something that had worked for me. That's my fruit. Man, a lot of y'all listen to folk out here, man. They got doctors who ain't doctors. Come on, give me an amen or something on that. Talk to Reverend Larry tonight. You understand? Y'all got doctors out here that ain't doctors, man. You got people with PhDs who, they get degrees. They get degrees online. That come on, I'm serious. Like this is something that we as the people have to guard ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? We have to guard ourselves on who we're listening to and what they're saying, and we need to see what fruit they're bearing before we just haul off and just get all in on what they saying. I forget this dude's name, but he used to ponder to women and talk down to men, and then come to find out, man, his wife all shut up in the house, and I mean his business raggedy. Like, come on, man. But what are your relationship goals? Like, what are you aiming to do? Are you look, man, is it just gonna be you and these cats for the rest of your life? Or, fellas, are you just gonna be a playboy all of your life and just parking lot pimp? Or are you gonna go get somebody, and when you get that person, you're gonna be serious about them? You know what I'm saying? I was, man, it was intriguing to listen to her. I mean, it's a short clip, but it was intriguing to hear, it was intriguing to hear that, in her relationship, she had already been in the relationship as a friend to this guy. And I don't know what her dude did to her. Didn't sound like he was abusive. It just sounded like he probably took a little longer to, um, it took a little long time to, kind of see where he was at with the relationship. Um, I mean, it. I'm gonna say this. It spontaneous? Of course it was. But she's 37. And if y'all are friends, this kind of, you know the personality of this person. You know their type, your family knows. I'm like, man, why not? I don't really advise it to everybody, but as long as you handle it and approach it with caution, I don't have a problem with it, man. As long as it's for love and y'all start growing your family, man. Get some babies out here, man. Come on, let's make this world a better place. Get some babies out here, man. Let's make this world a better place, man. What other way to express your love than some kids, huh? I mean, I'm a huge fan of black families. I am, man. And again, I'll express this again that they went out of their way to break up our black families, and so I am an advocate. I'm an advocate for black love. I'm an advocate for families. And look, man, salute to anybody that finds love out there, and I mean that. Salute to anybody that's finding love out there. I don't know what you've been told. It ain't the butterfly, it's the Tootsie Roll. But regardless, find love somewhere. Find love. Salute you. I salute you if you find a role. So ask a good question. What's your relationship goals? And man, look, I love my intro. What y'all think about it? What's your relationship goals, man? I don't know. I love who I love. Beautiful to me is all that I need. And what can I say? What can I say? It's the place to be. Late night talk with Reverend Larry. Insight, yeah, inspiration in the world. That's right. Late night talk with a soul and the wisdom each 9 p.m. tonight. The mic is live. Late night talk with Reverend Larry. That's right, man. It's all about love. So, man, look, what have y'all been up to? I ain't touched the mic on this podcast or on this kind of scene in 13 years. We started this thing in January 2013. Blog Talk Radio, man. We had over what? Uh, 5,000 downloads for every episode, man. We had some live episodes back then. And man, I've been wanting to bring this thing back for so long, but nevertheless, man, look, life happens. But now we're here. I'll be 52 in a couple of weeks. I'm excited. So look, we're gonna bring this to you live and direct. I got Mother Goose coming on Wednesday. Don't worry about it. She'll be here. I got Trustee Sean P will be here on Wednesday. Don't worry about it. But this will be rebroadcast. That's right, on Radio 17. Make sure we got some nice music on there. We got nice music on there, man. Radio 17 is radiosoul17.com. And it's some beautiful music on there, man. Y'all go check it out. I've written and produced 98. That's right. 98% of the songs on there, I produced them myself. Yeah, with the help of AI. I sure did. But I just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to listen to something that's nice, sweet, and something that sounds good. It's some good music on there. It's radiosoul17.com. Also, we got Morning Manna from 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Bishop Larry Leonard Sr., my father, of course, a good friend of mine, Pastor Robert Maxwell, at 8:30, and then my wife's cousin, Dr. Tori Montgomery, at 9:30. At 9, excuse me. And that'll wrap up our morning manner. And then we got contemporary jazz that's mixed in with some Afro Cuban jazz from 12 to 3. We got love and hip hop from 5 to 11. We got the Quiet Storm. Then between the hours of 3 and 5, we have Sports Talk Radio, man. It's a good vibe on there. Y'all go check it out. RadioSoul17.com. But look, What have y'all been up to? I mean, it's been a good minute. What have y'all been up to, man? I'm like I said, I'm elated about what's going on. But nevertheless, man, we're here now. I mean, we you understand what I'm saying? We're here now and you're here. And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. What have you guys been up to, man? Are you pursuing your entrepreneurial goals? Are you did you get a raise on your job? How's your love life? Like what's really going on with you guys out there? I miss you. I really, really do. I haven't really gone live on my Facebook feed in some years. So I wanted to spring it on everybody just like this. No marketing, no nothing. I just wanted to launch it, put it out there, man, and then rebroadcast it. But for sure, we got to get some love to Mother Goose, who will be here Wednesday, and then Trustee Sean P, who will be here Wednesday. Also, what's what's the real deal with the politics of this nation? Like, there's a lot of things I can go into, um, and really, you can't even really be careful on what to say and how to say it because everybody gets offended at everything. But man, the shape of our country, what the Supreme Court has done, rolling back the Voting Act. I mean, the political lines have definitely been drawn, but we're in an unnecessary war. We got gas prices going up. Social Security is threatening to be cut. Like, there's a lot of people who have lost jobs at the federal level. Like, deficit steady going up. Like, here's the thing: I don't have a problem with the country having a deficit as long as it's invested in the right place. But man, we have to keep this country in our prayers. And a lot of people who uh, are really anxious about, taking our voting rights away. Like, that's seems like a huge thing, and they're very intentional. I heard somebody with their own mouth say he hopes the Supreme Court guts the 14th Amendment. Do y'all know what the 14th Amendment was? That allowed us black African Americans to be considered humans. And out of his mouth, he said he wished the Supreme Court would gut the 14th Amendment. So there's a lot of things going on. And let's just be frank and let's just put it out there. It's no longer politics. Like, I mean, politics is, um, putting uh lipstick on a pig. But that's that's cute, and let's call it for what it is. It's just outright racism. I like how they switched it up and made it about politics once Obama became the president of the United States. But they were basically hiding their racist ideologies behind politics. And so everything is about politics, quote unquote politics, but we know what it is. We see people out here um, trying to take rights away from certain group of people, and it's unfair, and they do it in the sake of politics, and this is laughable when you start looking at it. Like, we're in a war that's costing so much, so many billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars a day. It's just totally unnecessary. So, I know midterms are coming. I am going to use my platform to get as many of our people out to vote because that's important. Um, I don't really, if you qualify, then I'll support you. If you're talking about ideologies that I support, I'm gonna back you. But I'm not with a certain group of people just wanting to condemn, throw away, and put away a certain race of people, which are my people. I can't ride with that, and I can't fly with that, and I won't ride with that. So we have to do what we can to uh, get out and vote. We have to use our platforms to get people to vote. And that's just the bottom line. The midterms are coming. They're still important in spite of all that's happening. And for those of you, and I know you've heard this, for those of you who feel that your vote doesn't count, you feel your vote doesn't count, then I'll ask you this question: Why are they doing? Why are they going out of their way, or why are they trying to create policies to suppress your vote and to discourage your vote? So, look, man, you have to stand on your own 10 toes and get up and vote. There, man, in a numbers game. I was listening to Roland Martin the other day. In a numbers game, if we have us, so many of us get up and go vote, man, a lot of these races wouldn't even be close. A lot of these races with certain congressmen and senators wouldn't even be close if we would get up and vote. So, look, politics is one thing, but socialism is another. And I tell people, man, 98% of African Americans, we're conservative. We are. Our Christian beliefs, our belief in ourselves, and preserving and conserving our community. A lot of us are conservatives, but we can't get with the other party because of social issues. And the construct of that party don't respect us as a people. Hence them trying to suppress our vote. So, you know, I hear a lot of ignorance out there. We heard Nick Cannon coming out talking about the Democratic Party is no, the Republican Party is the party that abolished slavery, and then the Democratic Party is the party of the KKK. And I asked somebody today in chat, I said, tell me in the last 40 years, when have anybody from the Proud Boys or the KKK endorsed anyone from the Democratic Party? You can't find one. Now, I understand that a lot of people, a lot of people, a lot of the Democrats didn't like when they signed the Voting Rights Act. I know they didn't like that, which is why they went over to the Republican side. But I tell people all the time, read about the Dixiecrats in 1948. And that's when the switch happened. And there's a lot of ignorance out there that don't even know about the Dixiecrats. Read up about the Dixiecrats, and you'll see there's been a whole party shift starting in 1948. So look, we have to get out and vote. The politics is going crazy, and it's really no longer a political game. It's a game of white supremacy versus us, and we have to do our part to get out and vote. So look, check this out, man. The NBA playoffs is right here and right now, and we got the Lakers about to face. They about to get swept tonight. I'm watching Detroit and Cleveland play right now. It's 109 Cleveland, 101 Detroit. Cleveland is protecting their home turf. And look, salute to Anthony. Uh, Came out and ball last night against the San Antonio Spurs, man. Anthony Edwards is a beast of a young man. I'm excited about him. I'm a fan of his, and big shout out to big shout out to the New York Knicks for beating the 76ers, man. Joel Embiid, bro, what are we doing? It's no longer the process, bro. The process is you moving on and getting them out the way. And I seen they call Paul George Pandemic P. Paul, what are you doing? Well, I know what you're doing. You taking them folks' money. You taking them folks' money, bro. You come on, Paul, man. Paul George, what are we doing, baby? What are we doing out here, Pete? Huh? Come on, man. You just took them folks' money, man. Come on, bro. You know you don't, or you know you don't deserve all that money, man. Pandemic P out here, man. That was supposed to be the squad, man. Come on, man. But nevertheless, man, the 76ers got swept. Big shout out to the New York Knicks. They're playing the winner out of Detroit and Cleveland, which it looks like this look like it's gonna go back to Detroit 2-2. Yeah, 26 seconds to go. 111 to 101. Cleveland up 2-2, going to Detroit. Um, Look, Mitchell is at the free throw line, so this about to end real soon. But man, I'm super excited about the playoffs. LeBron is about to get swept tonight. I don't know. They may play with a little pride tonight. They may play with a little pride tonight, but nevertheless, man, look, Victor Wimbiana, man, what are you doing? Um, so peep the play. When I first heard about what happened last night, I was like, oh man, the fix is in. Nah, come on. Wimby got ejected, and I was like, come on, man. So when I saw what actually happened, I was like, oh wait, oh he elbowed dude for real. Ah, that was tough to watch. But I mean, yeah, bro, you should get suspended. There's no question, no question about that. It and they can't beat Minnesota without Wimby. I mean, and that's fine to say. I mean, that's fine to say. Um, Wimby is a beast, and he's grown. And the word is, dude didn't even know he got ejected last night. He didn't even know he got ejected last night. I'm like, bro, come on with them Corinthian steel elbows you got, bro. Come on, man. You had to know you was finna get ejected last night, but he didn't even know he got ejected last night. And Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves closed the game out, so it's two. It's 2-2. And hey, I mean, the playoffs is here, man. The NBA playoffs, man. My Rockets got put away in 6 games against the Lakers. There's a whole bunch of rumors going around talking about what the Rockets about to do, and got Katie on the trading. I mean, it's a lot, man. Let me tell you something. The media hates the Rockets. I'm a firm believer. They've been trying to break up this young core for the longest, and I hope they're not listening to them. I really do. I hope they keep this young core together. If it's to trade away KD and get some more assets, man, this draft is deep. Yes, I said it. This draft is deep. So whatever it is we gonna do, hey, it's out there in this draft. So man, look, I want to say thank you. Um, I want to say thank you for the night, man. We excited to bring you Good Night Talk with Reverend Ladder, man. We're coming out of retirement, and thank you, thank you for the opening night, and I'm excited. But nevertheless, man, we'll be right back here at 9 p.m. and on Wednesday, the 13th of May. I love y'all. Be blessed, and thank you again for tonight. This is Late Night Talk.